You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening, Moravia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry, to spoon. To spoon. To spoon. You from Vanjama, Maryland, to spoon. To spoon. If you eat keep on congratulate my brother, to spoon. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio, to spoon. To spoon. What? Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba, 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 kilibamba. What I want? Yes, what you got today? Spoon TV. Spoon. Yes, what you got today? Spoon TV. Spoon. Spoon TV. Spoon entertainment. On the spoon to get your information. On the spoon to be part of the spoon on the beat. On the spoon to get your information. On the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon television. Spoon radio station. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Moravia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening, Moravia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon.
Oh yes, folks, I tell you, it's a beautiful day in Monrovia. What a great way to welcome you from across the world to another great edition of the program, Spoon Talk. We're here live on Spoon 107.5 FM. We're live on Fabric 101.1 FM. And of course, we're beaming live online on www.spoonfmradio.com. And of course, we're live on Facebook, Spoon TV Live, Fabric TV Live, Super TV Live. And we're coming to you live on YouTube at Spoon Talk Live. I want to say welcome to all of you across the world. Just sit back, relax, encourage someone to listen with you because tonight promises to be another firing one. My name is Nelson Colette. James Good Day Flomo is here, and we also have Dr. Richardson, who has joined us in the back end. Let me say good. Oh. Just bear with me a little. Oh, just a little here. Okay, let me say good evening to you, Dr. Richardson. Wow. No, I have to do a very quick adjustment. A very quick adjustment here. Okay, I think we're set now. So good evening, Dr. Richardson, and
hello,
good evening, James.
Nelson. Hello, good day. Hello, how you doing?
Yes, I'm good, and it's good to see you all again.
Oh, I'm okay. Good. Call money me. Everything
that's
is good. Okay.
Awesome. Well, we are here today for another interactive and spirited, substance-oriented conversation. Um, what you guys got? What kind of news you guys got for us today for the Liberian people? What happened in Liberia today?
Oh, okay. Plenty things happening in Liberia.
Oh, everything, right?
Yeah. So
Talk
many
your
things.
side and welcome our audience. Yeah,
Okay. So I'm trying to get something coming. Okay. So yeah, lots of things are happening. Beginning with. Am I on? Are you hearing
Yeah,
me?
we hearing you.
hmm
Okay. Okay. So lots of things are happening. To begin with this project there was a project launched today. Um it's called, I want to get it right. So a project intended to keep the city clean and green. The Monrovia Grow Green project. It was launched today by the city government, and according to what they've let out to the public, this project is expected to see the planting of palm trees and other trees along our roads to give shade and everything. It also comes from the backdrop of this whole climate change thing. So
What happened with the coconuts? They
the
planted.
coconut trees, yeah, we have some
Yeah.
coconut trees, but it died. So
I
new
did. That's the second
project.
time they launching our event now.
Yeah, yeah. So it was launched today actually,
So
and
when was
then
the coconut tree done? Good day. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
When was the coconut tree done? What was that under Alien or under this administration?
under this administration.
This administration, I think
Yeah,
about a year or two ago,
How
yeah.
so? How come they died?
said they stole them. People stole them
Oh,
from on the way.
okay, that's a different subject. Then. Uh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, go ahead,
Yeah,
Nelson.
yeah. So that's that's one of the things, and so that project was launched today. And another one is that Councillor Tiawan Gonglo of the Liberian People's Party is calling for the removal of the chairperson of the National Elections Commission, Madam Director Brown Lassana. Why? According to him, under Hawash, the NEC has failed to even take off the voter registration within the stipulated time frame. There was this postponement and so forth. So he's also calling on international partners to get involved with the holding of election, the conduct of election in the country, especially as we gear up for 2023. So that's it for that aspect. And then so the information minister was on another network. He was on another network this morning, and there has been this discussion in several quarters of the country relating to the information dissemination when it comes to how it's flowing within this government. And he has admitted that yes, indeed, there is uh, not too much has been done, in fact, when it comes to information dissemination, but he has attributed it to the lack of adequate budgetary support to the Ministry of Information. That's one of the happenings, and he also um, disclosed that he has limited access to the president, and some of those things are kind of making information dissemination to be a little bit of issue. Yeah. So plus so many issues happening, and I think some of those issues are part of the discussion for tonight.
Definitely, definitely. Teams, you want to add?
All right. Let me just ask you. Today, the president uh, light our city, the Christmas lights. He turned it on today, and he also called on political leaders to tighten their belt ahead of the 2023 election. ahead of the 2023 elections by making sure we go to free, fair election. That is no violence. Everyone should talk to their supporters to make sure that we get there freely and leave from there in a very peaceful manner. That was one of the beautiful speech that the president. It was the beautiful part of his speech rather today, and we saw so many people there, but I was not opportune to see the quote unquote confession information minister who is now confessing. But let's highlight some of the things that he said today. Today was like a day for the information minister to let the public know what's happening and why the WIAS administration is being dragged in the media and every street corner of Liberia as it relates to information. And he talked about this issue. He said the budget, that is the operational fund for his office alone, that is for the entire ministry,
Yeah,
is
the
just
ministry.
17,500 from January 1st to December 31st. And he said between there, from the day the budget was signed, they have not even received NECO. When Liberian man tells you NECO, it means $5. They have not received even $5. He also talked about no support. He said finance ministry is not doing anything. Nobody giving them nothing. You don't have access to the president. How you be information minister? You get access to president. Even without working with Spoon, we get access to the CEO. You get access to the CEO, how you will work. You get access to the manager, how you will work. So he said some people there, they just stepping on him. They're stepping on him to make him go down, to make him look like one flunky, that he not doing nothing, he less important, he just like that. So I don't know who he talking to, that other one, that the CEO will come and talk about that person because they think he was talking, I don't want talking. He also said, how you call it, his repetition. So he sounded like he's about to resign, or he heard that the president wants to sack him. If you really listen to his interview, something happening somewhere. Either he's contemplating on resigning, or somebody somewhere is gossiping him to his boss that is paving the way for his sacking.
Dismissal.
Yeah,
Stuff.
my man, forget about that BB English. Wow, I'm not to hear for his sacking. So the man
Yeah.
said he said his repetition is on the line. At time when he is at home, his family, everybody is just disturbed. You turn the radio so legend who he attention, legend who he attention, legend who everybody just talking about him, making him look like somebody who now know his job.
Yeah.
In fact, his repetition, he's
Poor
a
thing.
journalist.
Poor
When
child.
he was,
I said, poor child.
yeah, when he was in the media, in fact, journalists are people who can talk you. He not know how to lie. He just want to talk you. So today was talking to day for our government.
James has a way of
but good deal.
Hmm?
What do you make of this story in terms of the lack of support for the Ministry of Information? What does that tell you about this government? It could be one or just like how you did a preposition about one or two things about why this man is talking. He's either heard he's going to be sacked or he's going to be resigned. What do
Yeah.
you make of objectively?
To me, let's put all joke aside. I think the information minister is being feared, and it also shows that from the top to the bottom, they have no interest in communication. And he talked about that as well, that the government has no interest in the communication arm of the government, or President Weah and Vice President Joel, they didn't get time for communication. So it tells you that the president only, or the government only cares about people within the circle of the president, and he's just a journalist. His interview shows that He's a journalist, and he don't want to be the normal Liberian politician. Our normal politician like Chairman Berete, Joseph Boaga, Cummings. He won't be like them. He just want to be a media practitioner who will come on and say the truth. And it's hard to see people like that in our society, most especially when they are within the government, to come out and speak that way the information minister spoke today. So I
So
think
I was going to the place of what does it mean for the Irish Liberian who is unable to get information about what is happening in the government or in the country because there's a lack of funding for information to be disseminated to them. That's
it's a
what I was asking.
disaster.
Oh, okay.
It's a disaster for them. Yeah, it's a disaster for our parents who are in Giziboiga, way there in Lofa County, that you cannot even get good radio signal. It's a disaster for our parents who are in Beta Yila, that their government cannot fund communication. Communication is not just about them getting on the radio. There are other means that the information ministry can disseminate information,
Absolutely.
train people, community outreach, and so
Sure.
forth. Yeah, so it's a serious disaster in Liberia. The information minister just disclosed today that we are facing a natural disaster or man-made disaster, not even a natural disaster. We are facing a serious man-made disaster in our government.
Sad. So sad. Yeah. Any thoughts on that, Nelson?
Yeah, I think information dissemination is very key, and it is the right of the people to be informed as to what their government is doing, the activities, and so forth. And we know that the Ministry of Information is that entity that is quote unquote the government's mouthpiece, that should be disseminating the information, communicating to the people what exactly is it that the government is doing. So if we have a situation of such where the information minister is saying that they're not doing well because there is little or no budgetary support coming from the government, I think to some extent here, the right of the people to be informed is being violated. That's what I think with respect to that.
Yeah, it creates a vacuum where people become distrustful of the government or distrustful of each other. They don't know what to believe, and people sometimes are not informed. I think you guys were right. It doesn't have to be the radio station. I mean, we are in such an advanced communication stage that even having a Facebook page, a bulletin board, a media campaign page that is out in the countryside or wherever, the rural area. I mean, it's just so many different ways you can communicate with your people. And there's something that I think I listened to it a little bit that I heard him talk about, and I think you alluded to that to James and Nelson. There's this small talking that's going on, like people telling on him and pushing him down, making him feel that he's ill-equipped to do his job. It doesn't say too well of professionalism. It also so there's two issues going on here: the lack of funding and people who are not behaving in a professional way when it comes to working relations. So he feels he feels it almost like he's feeling like an outsider in a way. But they asked him, I think he was asked, why wouldn't you resign, right? Well, I think he was asked that.
Yeah.
Yes, and he said, this was what he said when when Clarence asked him why you don't want to resign. I think he talked about meeting with the president during this festive season. He will meet with the president. So let's see, maybe he already has his resignation letter to present to the president or so forth.
Yeah. Well, he talked about being friend to the president and
being
lawyer over professionalism, lawyer over a paycheck, lawyer over your responsibilities. So there's so many ways to look at this thing here, and I think there's a lot of lessons to be learned as well. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll keep our eyes and ears open.
Imagine information minister 17,000, then ANC they stealing 70,000 from ANC.
Yeah, you like our
That
ANC.
money will come from ANC money plenty
Yeah,
time.
y'all see what happened with ANC. When ANC run the country, it will not be easy. Our country.
ANC using 70,000 for
Needs to be
protest.
here on Spoon talking about how the success of the Minister of Information is able to disseminate information to the people. We'll not be talking about $17,000 and somebody crying over their job. Oh my God, what a glorious day it would be like Liberia when the right government takes in charge.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Imagine, James.
That came to my mind today. I was like, they just stole 70,000 for ANC. You know how many 17K can come from 70?
You know what I was thinking when you said that, James? I was thinking the president just spent $2,000 a day. You know how many $17,000 can come for his own information, his own friend. I was thinking about that way. You're thinking about the other way. Check, James.
And again, some government supporters are saying the information minister is speaking because he was now opportune to travel with the president for the 48 or 49 days. Some ministers who went with the president, they got close to 10K, 5K, 7K. So he's angry because he did not get some of that money. You know, anything that happens, you get people who will come back and say something.
Well, you can't blame him if that's the case. I mean, the whole information minister was supposed to at least be on the trip, or we had other people on the trip, you know, at least. And this is again, I think some of the shortcomings of not having an effective information minister. Because imagine if that person was doing a job right, how they could have been highlighting the personal movement.
I even highlight. He called him, man. The man said nobody called him.
No, I'm trying to say, imagine I'm going to call you, I'm going to be on the trip, James. I mean, I'm going to be getting on play by play. The president made the Moroccan king, and they signed this agreement, and like real benefit this way, you know, play by play.
And I think if in the case where the Ministry of Information is being funded very well, it will even benefit the sitting government because they will be able to disseminate your progress very well. And at the end of the day, the sitting government stands to benefit from whatever progress the information ministry makes. Though, yes, on one end, the people will be informed, but again, the sitting government gets to benefit a whole lot from whatever progress.
Information. Part of that job is information management. Y'all know that, right?
Yeah, information is very important.
Yeah. Y'all can control where you want to go out there, how y'all feel. You see, James got a good way of tweaking and being very biased when he wants to be, you know how to control his information in his favor. He can use all his Facebook page, Spoon TV, all of that one that he can be using it. So, you know, so that you can control what you want out there to be said about you or how our government wants to be reflected. So if you don't utilize your people professionally in your government, it's something else, you know, it's not good. Just imagine ERBC. Yeah, I used to know ERBC when ERBC used to be ERBC.
And the most sorrowful part about it, the government carried one of his deputies. Boakai Fofana went, but they say, you boss, you're not competent to go with us.
No, James, I don't think it's that way, man. Like you're not competent, no. Maybe something happened, but
why you will leave the boss? He's not ill, nothing, and then carry somebody who is deputy minister for technical affairs, not even information, but technical affairs. Deputy minister for technical affairs. That technical thing they went for.
There could be. There could be some internal reasons why.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But don't you think that he would have been involved in the decision-making process to select who to travel with the president if he didn't want to travel? Right? I think he would have been involved.
We were not getting you.
I said, don't you think that he Ledger, whatever his name is, Ledger would have been involved in the decision-making process?
The CEO get clear answer for that.
Oh, okay. Then let's move on.
Yeah.
We
inside
talk
source story why the deputy minister for technical service was selected.
okay. Let me hear it.
James, you getting ready bad.
Oh, what? I wouldn't tell you the people.
You getting ready bad. You made them want to leave the show.
No, I think something happened to her internet.
Yeah, sorry.
James,
I was rethinking.
James, you getting ready bad. Seriously. I'm concerned about you. You know, I mean, I wanted you to be little Stanton, but now you've been moved. I tell you, ever Ledger. Listen, I've been working all day. I didn't even know anything about Ledgerwood. So I heard that Kev going to be the new information minister. So
That's some of the problem there.
I see Musa. I see Musa. I see Musa Benitez's stomach. Musa Benitez's stomach so big. The Musa Benitez say, "I tired suffering." Now you will be tired suffering, Musa. Musa Benitez, Louis Brown, none of them tired suffering. But we're happy to get Musa on the show tonight. The chairman himself, chairman Musa. What they put 70,000. But I can say this to you, Kev Hassan. Musa have taken over. He can deny it, he can confirm it. No more Louis Brown. Yeah. Musa have taken over. Kev, what you say about that though? Let me bring you in. I know this is too early. I'm working anyway. What you say about that, Kev?
Hello everybody.
Okay.
Look at Kev trying to be intelligent. Hello, everybody. So you say I ain't speak to the people you speaking. You see, I'm not bad up. Let's take the mail. You mind him? Let's take the mail. Yeah, hello, yeah. They don't mind Kev Hassan. I asked him question. He said, "Well, hello, everybody." Well, know something though. Political Cooper passed away. Saint Kev met the president in Washington D.C. His behavior had changed. The president advised Kev, you got to respect the woman on the set. Don't scream, don't yell. You got to show her love. We're talking about Louis Brown. Kev said, well, you know, hello, everybody. I'm happy. Let's bring him back. Let's bring Kev back. I'm happy for Kev. Can we go?
Yes, sir.
I mean, are you fooling up because of Christmas or are you ready to change? You ready to change or you fooling out, man?
Your question, right? That's why I question Mr. Cummings' judgment, because if you leave the face of Musa ability, the face.
Listen, Kev. No, James come back. I want James there to see the one. Listen to what the person said. The person said, CEO, I beg you, Kev, pause a minute. Let me post this thing. We got to. The way the CEO, if you're going to start the show with the CPP and ANC, I will finally leave Spoon Talk for life. Oh. What's up, William? William McDavid, our man. He's cool like hell. What's up, William? No, we are not starting with ANC. But the thing is that we get the chairman of CPP on the set. So we must say something about CPP. Musa Benitez is coming on. So wait for tomorrow. If we start the show tomorrow with ANC and CPP, then you can leave. But today, we have to. Because Musa Benitez is on set, okay? All right. ANC, let's go. Kev Hassan, talk to us.
Yeah, like I was saying, that it made me to question the judgment of Mr. Cummings. You had the Musa face, you had the Wadi Power face. We're talking about the face that know our political skills. We're talking about face that you can come out and say nothing. We're talking about a man never I could say, calling somebody, calling students, and having a pistol on his side. You cannot put that to Musa. But then you go and bring a man that who student on the hostage, and your message and your team now resemble nothing you can see. And I said this yesterday. When I saw the team Cummings, with Louis Brown, that was a home run. That was a bingo for me. That was a bingo. But coming back again and want to put Musa at the face, Musa, you my nigga brother, I think that's used. Because if other people that they fail, then you want to bring Musa and make Musa the fail. They're using Musa now. Don't Mr. Cummings a user. I would tell Musa, my advice to Musa, take your car from behind that man. Take all your cars. I
mean, Musa didn't tell me the thing. I was so sad. I came and said, hold on, man. We even started the show yet. You down on fire. Hold on, man. Musa tell you say you get car behind Mr. Cummings. Oh, yeah. Musa get a couple of pickups behind Mr. Cummings. I know that. I can confirm that. Because I was in like, bro, Musa borrowed me 2 of those pickups. So I know that.
Everything, my man. You bring some broke guy who come in take 70,000 and leave the face of ANC, Musa. Let me ask you something, guys. Have you seen Musa rally in Nimba? Have you seen when people in Nimba, when Musa standing, you see the people coming out for Musa? Is it a joke? You bring in
but Kev, hold on there. Kev, we start the show, yeah. Please, I beg you, let's welcome the chairman first. Chairman Benedict, welcome again to the Spoon Network, man. How you doing?
Good, Chief.
Yeah, you all relaxed. Are you in Monrovia or you in
I'm home in Nimba.
You in Nimba?
Yes.
Yeah. Is that Nimba?
Yeah, of course.
Wow. Beautiful.
Dr. Francis testified to that.
Oh, that the person visited you?
Yes.
Y'all tell the secret. She and who?
What secret? The CPP USA guys, the bestie, they all came there. It was nice.
There were how many? Call names.
Doesn't matter. It was nice.
Doesn't matter. They all know all of them. Very beautiful people.
It's good
nice
to have
people.
you, but let's say this real quick. Kev Hassan is starting the show on a different note. I just asked him what I heard today when folks saw your flyer, right? And you were coming on the Spoon Talk, and they said, well, why Musa coming to speak? Why Musa come to talk about the rally? And you get a clip that Louis Brown was on the show and said we will be bringing no less than 100,000. That's our expectation. I'm not talking about Yeke Koruba because we all know Yeke Koruba. But Louis Brown, assure Liberians, just from Mosorado alone, he will be bringing 100,000 Liberians to the Retire Suffering Rally. What we saw was no less than probably, maybe I will give it to you. If you add the drivers and the construction workers, and Kev said those are setting color and cold water, you add the taxi drivers that were driving by and all of them from EAW to RIA, you guys had less than 3,000. So they are heard that yesterday you guys were in meeting for almost 10, 12 hours. Read and reaching and making plans as to what would become the next step, the next move for Mr. Cummings and CPP. But talk to us tonight. Just talk to Liberians folks tonight. People listen to you right now. Well, what's the next step?
Well, first, I'm happy that the CPP we were able to host to stage our rally no no incident. Very peaceful. The fear of the government that we are going to turn things upside down did not come through. And the message was well delivered, and we were satisfied with the way in which our rally was staged. We do recognize that 24 hours before the rally, we had some mishaps uh, that affected the morale of people, and we could have had much more people. But the crowd that turned out, in spite of that, was encouraging, and it was within our plan. And so we are okay with the result. But most importantly, it concludes the first stage, the first phase of our 2023 strategy that will allow us to know that we've tested the ground. We know how the ground feels like. We know what kind of boot we need to put on the ground. We know what kind of armor we need to carry. We review and we're continuing to review over the weekend, over the holidays. And believe me, comes 2023, CPP will be ready to go.
Mr. Chairman, thank you very much. Let's just be real. You just confirmed what I said. There was a meeting here yesterday going over what you guys did on the 17th and the way forward. You just confirm it. So our folks that are out there, our followers, those that listen to us religiously, want to say sometimes we'll make this comment, this statement is just not by mistake. We also heard your preparation, Musa. Let's just get into the question. You said there was mistakes, some missteps. Can you talk to us about those mistakes that led to the poor attendance?
Look, I think money was stolen. And by the way, for the record, campaigns I associated with those kind of incidents. This is not the first time. I was in charge of the Liberty Party campaign in 2017. We lost over $150,000 in the situation where, for instance, we gave $42,000 to a guy to go and conduct workshop in Cape Mount in the Western Belt, and he came and said that he slept in the car and the money lost. I think did we manage the whole information around the loss of the money? I don't think so. We probably, out of our desire to be transparent in line with what the standard bearer believes should always be the case, we did inform the public without letting the public know the exact amount, and that caused some apprehension because that money was meant for the last minute activities that included cold water, food, snacks for people that were going to attend. And once that didn't happen, it affected, the morale. And you should expect that $70,000 is a lot of money. I mean, that's the amount that is reported to have been stolen. That had an impact.
So Musa, thank you very much. But I beg you, because we are not many, I'm at work. The other guys on the way, they will be joining us very shortly. Let me ask you a question, Chairman. You now say you agreeing with the public, what is out there, that the amount is 70,000, correct?
No, I said I don't know the exact amount. When I spoke to the Deputy Secretary General ANC and the Secretary General of Liberty Party, Martin, he confirmed to me that the money he gave the fellow was 50,000, and that when he had a smaller amount of money in his vehicle, which the guy also took away, but it was 50 plus thousand. I cannot confirm the exact amount. The Standard Bearer had authorized an investigation into the whole matter, and we will find the culprit. We will find the person.
So I understand. I understand. We are praying to God that we found the person that took the money. But
Yes.
let's just get to the genesis of this whole thing. You're the chairman for CPP. Are you telling Liberians tonight that you, Musa Hassan Bediti, you cannot confirm the actual amount that went missing, that got missing? You cannot confirm?
No, understand. The CPP is an institution. I'm the chairman of the CPP. I don't manage the campaign. Neither did I manage the finance of the campaign. So, as chairman of the CPP, I have been briefed, and I'm waiting the full report, which is coming to us. Hopefully by Tuesday, we continuing our meetings, and we will know. And we inform the public accordingly.
So then let me ask you a question. I'm sorry, guys. I'll bring you guys in, but it's getting interesting, Musa. How much was allocated prior to the money going missing? How much was given to Martin, was sent to Martin Kula?
No, Stan, you know that I was not as chairman of the CPP, and I have also been chairman of the campaign. They're two different institutions, and they are definitely not the same. And therefore, I, as chairman of the party, do not get involved with the finance of the campaign.
But yeah,
I
I understand. I understand all of them, Chairman. You woke up in the morning, you heard that money went missing. Did you ask how much?
Yes, I told you. I asked how much.
Yeah,
and
but
I
it's
asked,
not confirmed because now you are saying Martin Kula is saying he cannot confirm how much the difference was in his car.
Yes, I'm giving you the exact information that I get from.
Did you also ask how much was given to the driver or how much was sent to Martin?
Yes,
Kula?
he gave the driver $50,000. That's what.
Who gave the driver 50,000?
Martin.
Okay, how much was given to Martin? From where?
No, I don't know that. The money in question, and I can confirm that to you, was the $50,000 that Martin was supposed to. Martin was the chair of the rally, so that was his responsibility to ensure that all of the different.
I understand that my last question, Kevin,
but let me answer the question.
No, but Chairman, I beg
you. Let me answer the question.
I beg you, because these guys are texting me, they got to come in too.
Chairman,
so please.
I can't answer your question.
No, I want to add my last question, then you can flow. Let's just do that, please. The amount that you said Mountain received was 50,000. But you also said
the amount Martin received.
You talked about 50,000.
Martin gave the driver.
The amount Martin gave the driver.
I said Martin gave the driver 50,000.
And you also talk about other little amount that was left in the car. I can't help it. We just got to manage it. It's from somewhere. And you also talk about other little amount that was left in the car, though, right?
Correct.
Did he tell you how much was that other amount?
No.
All right, Kev, Dr. Richardson. Kev, you go first, and our sister will come in. Wow.
Musa, welcome to the show. What I think Theo touched on that. Who gave the money to Martin? Where the money came from? As a chairman of the CPP.
Kev, our money, not your business. Our money, not government money.
Mama, you on the show.
Money. You want to tell you where we're getting our money from? We're not stealing it. They're not taxpayer money. That's our money.
Yeah, but who gave the money?
We give it to him.
Who we?
We?
Where the money
We
come from?
CPP. We CPP from our private money, from our pocket.
Yeah, but Musa, they're briefing you about the money. They're giving you, you don't know the amount in the car and everything. So within the CPP organization, no structure there to say who gave the money and how the money and missing. Martin don't know how much the money is. Something there within our CPP organization that we're not getting. Let understand who gave that money. That money come from Mr. Cummings or it come from you?
The chairman looked at his text and telling him not to answer.
No, I'm not looking. I'm trying to put. I'm feeding my internet from my phone, so I'm putting it on do not disturb so that nobody will call me.
Yeah, do that because they don't want you to answer. So tell them they shouldn't disturb you.
No, I mean that's my phone. I'm getting the message from. Okay.
Musa, the Liberian people want to know. For me, take me out of there. They want to know where the money comes from.
The money to do the rally.
Yeah.
Mr. Cummings, Mr. Musa Ability, and many other Liberians that are part of the CPP have the capacity to give that money, and that's what we did.
So who gave the money to?
We. The CPP gave it to Martin.
Who gave the money to Martin, and how much they gave Martin? How much is the whole amount? Because they brief you. I know part of your question within that briefing. The money, how much? Who gave the money? Why Martin left the money in his car?
I don't.
So
you are a citizen. I'm gonna give you how I get my money.
Don't forget about CDC.
All right, Kev, hold on 1 minute. You're a CDC, I'm not. Let me ask the same question. Musa Ability. Musa, Chairman, who gave the money to Martin Kula?
We.
Who we?
CPP.
No. Martin Kula received the money from someone on that day. Who did he receive the money from?
From the controller. From the CPP
Who's the controller? Who's the controller?
So your police question you asking now?
I'm not asking
I've given you as much information as I gave. We have a finance director. He's the one that gave the money to Martin.
Yeah, but we just asking who the finance director.
Martin didn't get the money from the scar.
I beg you, Chairman. Who's the finance director for CPP?
His finance director is there. It's them. When it's appropriate, you can go find out. We have a whole finance department headed by a finance director.
But why is it so hard to call the finance director name?
Money.
Who's the finance director?
What?
Who's the finance director?
I'm not ready to do this. Look.
No, Chairman, let me see. We got a long way to go in this program.
No. Listen.
Why can't you tell us who's the finance director? Is this a hard thing?
I have to. This guy is not a politician. I have to respect his privacy. I've not seen.
But you already said that the finance director. So is the finance director for CPP in Haiti? He's a ghost?
What?
Is he a ghost?
If you come to CPP headquarters, maybe you will see. I cannot disclose his name in this public manner. I can disclose his title, and I can confirm to you that Martin received the money from the director of finance. But I didn't get his permission to call his name on phone.
So
he has a family. It's a security issue.
Before the show ends, I will call his name. So Martin received the money from the finance director, right? I will call his name before the show ends. Martin received the money from the finance director. Martin, you are confirming received $50,000 from the finance director. You confirm that We confirm that he received
Yes.
the money from the finance director. Dr. Richardson, please.
Correct.
Chairman,
He come and go on and research now. Go research.
it is great to have you on the show, and thank you for telling us that your rally was successful in terms of, it was organized, it was peaceful despite many attempts to sabotage the rally. I'm going to take a different turn to the question. The questioning a little bit. My question to you is: now that the rally has happened, can you explain to the Liberian people a little bit about what to expect moving forward? What are some of the things that you, as chairperson of the CPP, intends to do um, to inform the Liberian people about the suffering and the choices that they have in terms of governance?
So we we close the year now. We are doing stock taking. We're doing review of all of our activities, and we're getting ready for 2023. We started the review yesterday. It was not secret. We spent a lot of time. We spent a lot of time reviewing the document, the activities, our steps, our missteps, our successes, and everything that we had to do.
Okay.
We'll continue that after Christmas. We'll strategize. We're gonna have a more broader involvement of the entire structure of the CPP and the Team Cummings, and we're gonna kick into 2023 with full blast, ready to take over the whole country and campaign to make sure that ABC is indeed the next president of Liberia comes 2024.
Okay. So my next question to you, and I just wanted you to know that I understand your hesitation in discussing this whole money saga. I think we've said this many times that this is an ongoing investigation. So I can see why you're hesitating to even speak about it, even though you're giving the best information that you know to the Liberian people. My second question to you is a little bit different. I'm sure Kevin Stanton will pull us back somewhere again. We heard today that Senator Cohn is expected to take over the MDR, Prince Johnson's party. I'm curious to know what are your thoughts about that news? And then secondly, what do you think, what do you anticipate the working relationship that you intend to have should Cohn take over Prince Johnson's party? What kind of working relationship do you think you're going to have with him?
Well, first, I will congratulate him as a young man. I think that's a massive feat to be the standard bearer. The standard bearer of the political Diaspora party. I'll be interested to know what would be the decision of the convention, whether or not they are putting forth a candidate, whether or not they will, be interested in joining coalitions. Obviously, that Senator Johnson is going to be the power behind the throne. So it's still good to know, where he's thinking and what he's thinking. And at this point, all I can say right now is that I think that what this means clearly is that the relationship between the NDR and the government has ended unless they renegotiate, and therefore the NDR can talk with any political party it wishes to. So we don't know. We should wait for the resolution from the party. I'm told that it starts tomorrow and it ends on Friday. And I mean, Nimba, I hopefully will be attending the final stages of the convention, and we'll see. I mean, I'm just proud of him as a young man who has achieved so much in such a short time, and I wish him the best. And I hope that he will continue to appreciate the source of his power, appreciate and respect Senator Johnson, and give him all of the deference that he deserves, and make sure that he gets Senator Johnson's blessing in the decision that he makes, going forward.
Okay.
You ready to give the
You
name
know,
out?
when you see Kev, when you see CPP asking CPP question, you know that everybody gonna go to bed. Come on, man. Let's stop joking. Yeah, that's the reason why she asking you the Jeremiah Kun question. Jeremiah Kun gonna be standing bearer, and you guys stay backing him to be VP, and he stays telling you no because Frank Johnson want him to say no. But we'll get to that. That will be our next question. Let's move on. No, I beg you, Chairman. Let me ask my question, Chairman.
We will choose
Chairman,
our vice president, and
Chairman,
it would be the best that anyone can have.
Chairman, thank you. Let me go back to the money issue. It's very important. Chairman.
I don't finish with the money issue.
No. You finished, but I didn't. Chairman, the issue about what led to a poor rally on the 17th.
See, you call it a poor rally, but it was not a poor rally.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I mean,
let's do we know. Let's stick with the 70,000, Chairman.
No, I can't agree with you with 70,000. I'm saying to you that it is 50,000 plus. The guy said he gave 50,000. He has some change in the car. Stick to 50,000.
Chairman, stop that joke. But let's go ahead. Let's move forward again with the 70,000. If you can tell the Liberian people what's the change, or the change that was in the car, we want to know. Well, how much was the change?
I don't know. I don't know. But
that's exactly why I'm asking the question, because you can tell us. Listen, what kind of business you, Musa Hassan Berete, what kind of business you'll be operating? That money will just be laying all over and you don't know the amount. You will fire no, Chairman. Let me ask my question now. You will fire Wadi Power the next day. Chairman, we need to know exactly what's happening.
You will know.
You're saying 50,000, but
we
all
are
the money was.
We will make a report. It will come.
Chairman,
I promise you, Chief.
Chairman, if you cannot call the finance director today, then a report will believe in. Finance director that on social media.
Why they will do for you?
You cannot call the finance director.
Wait,
you are telling us to believe your report that you're coming up with. Chairman,
why is Neil will do for you? Why is Neil will do for you?
Chairman.
Wait, no, tell me if Neil will do anything special for you, then I will give it to you. Why is Neil will do for you?
Chairman, I don't want the name. I already know the man name. While we're on the show, one of your own CPP people, ANC people, send me the man name. I'm not going to say it up there, but yeah, you know they're watching you anyway.
Thank God you know them. Me.
Okay, so let me say this to you, Chairman. It is important for us to understand today. You yourself, Chairman for CPP, you don't know how much was lying around in the car. You're saying you don't know. Martin Kula telling you that he doesn't know how much was lying down in the car. But yet and still, he received 50,000.
So the number is 50,000.
Exactly. But the other money that you talk about now, let's stick to this thing. They call it Tantina one. The other little money that was lying down, how much?
There was nothing about it.
Who threw it on the floor? Why was it lying there? It was
not on the floor. It was not on the floor, Chief.
So what was it?
It was in his car. This is his driver. The driver knows his compartments and everything. He put his hand there. He took the money. At this point in time, we spend too much time celebrating a rogue, celebrating somebody who stole somebody else's money, our hard-earned money. the money we suffer for. The metro,
I wish
you know,
I wish our inside could play with you right now. I'm telling you.
our hard-earned money.
What you say is a joke, Chairman? That's a joke.
What make it a joke, Stan?
That's a joke. You cannot tell the Liberian people how much was given to Martin Kula. You can only
told
confirm
you
the
Martin
50,000.
said he had money of his own, some money, some loose change in his car. But I told you also that the money that was given to Martin officially by the controller of CPP was 50,000. Hey man, what more you want me to say? I'm not saying that the money that was in the car that was CPP money. The CPP money among the money that was stolen from Martin, as far as I am concerned, as he has reported to me, is 50,000 that the controller. We have a financial system. It works with a system. He received the money through a voucher system where he signed for 50,000, and that money was meant to be dispersed as a last minute activity, including water, including food, including advances on transportation, and the boy ran away with it.
The boy took the money from the car, or he took the money from the office?
No, the Martin received the money from the controller's office and told his driver, take this money and go downstairs, and I'm coming behind you. And the boy didn't carry the car. He didn't carry Martin's car.
Chairman, hold on 1 minute. Let's try though. Let's forget about the loose change. Let's come to the issue now.
50,000.
You just said Martin received 50,000 from the controller office.
Correct.
Martin received the 50,000 from the controller office. Don't look at the phone because they want you to not to answer this question. Please.
I will answer it. I promise you I will answer it.
You just said Martin, and the folks are listening to you. Martin received 50,000 from the controller office. Then guess what? He took the money in his office, or he left the money in the car?
He gave the money. Okay. Let me explain to you. Martin was in the controller's office where he received the money. There were other discussions ongoing while he was there. He decided to say, I am going, and my driver take this money and carry it. The man made away with the man money. You know,
did you let him?
Let me tell you something, Stan. I've known Martin for a long time. I've known Martin for a long time. Martin has no capacity to take a money that was given to him and say it has been stolen. That's not Martin. He did not do it. Was he careless? Yes, I have to say. I wouldn't have let go that kind of money to my driver like that. But that the insinuations around this town that he is aware he's part of it, nobody is way above that. He has earned the respect, the stripes to be respected. We will get the money. It's not taxpayer money. It's our strength. We believe his story. We will find this guy, and the guy will face the full weight of the law.
Okay, so Kev, you want to ask your question? Because I want to
find. Let's move on from the money.
Kev, the reason why I pause here on the chairman, because I want the Liberian people to understand. Martin put out a statement contrary to what Chairman Ability just said.
What statement?
Contrary to what Chairman Ability just said, what we read from Martin, the first day when it happened, I will read it to you. I think you are in error, Chairman. Kev,
Martin did not put up the statement. That statement is fake. It's not from Martin.
I am not talking about that which was written to Louis Brown. No, I am not talking about that letter.
You're talking about a statement that was written to the Minister of Justice?
No, I'm not saying that. No.
Which one?
Hold on 1 minute. I can't ask this question. I better read it to you.
You know,
you must show it. Don't just read it. Show it.
I will pull it up.
You know,
yes.
Musa, the conflicting statement we hear, and let's make it clear. Martin gave the money to the driver, or Martin left the money in the car. Because
Martin gave the money to the driver.
But the first story came up, Martin left the money in the car.
The first story from who? You only see people making the story.
So if Martin,
from who?
So if Martin,
the story?
Okay, if let's go with you now. You say Martin gave the money to the driver. Give the money to the driver to take it somewhere for what?
I'm not Martin. I'm giving you exactly what he said. He gave the money to the driver because he was engaged in another discussion, and he was in the controller's office, and he, and there were a lot of people there, and he wanted the money to leave the scene, and he told the driver to take the money away. That's what I know. There's never been, but why are we focusing on this money? Can I know?
You know why?
This is our money.
No, you know why? You know why?
I really want to know, because we have a financial system in our party. That system was adhered to. We had a voucher system. It was adhered to. And then when the money finally got out, it was stolen with bad intent. What is the problem?
You know why?
This is not taxpayer money. This is not the money that the president carried to Qatar. This is our money.
Musa, you know why? We're on the show that Dylan made a news conference about Martin receiving money from his office, even though he had resigned, but he was receiving money.
No.
You know, had a press conference.
Wait,
Musa, I came on the show. I defended Martin on that. But now, the same kind of thing. I didn't know. The word from Martin, I don't know. We gave it, and this happened without no baseline of something that you can hold on to. And now, he said he gave the money to the driver because they were doing this, they were doing this. And one of your partisans said, driver my foot. Muna Fahad, she said, driver my foot. $50,000 to the driver. And one key question I want to ask, the driver ran away with the Martin car also?
No.
So he took the money, he left the car there, and when the car take the other small money and go.
Yes.
The story is start adding up.
Yeah, but Kev,
the story is start adding up.
Okay, so Kev, let me explain this.
The driver and the driver.
Let me explain. Let me go
ahead. Let me explain this to you. What fish do you have to fry in this money business? This is not public money. The level of accountability. No, I'm coming. This is not public money. Wait. This is not public money. This is not wait now. Let me make my point. This is not due we are collecting from partisans. This is not public money. This is not money where the people paying taxes and we take it. This is our money. If we lose, if I are careless on my own money,
it's not our money.
It is not your business.
You said it. You said it's not due that you're collecting for partisan. So that makes it. It's not. Don't use the word.
It's our money. It's our money.
Who make our Musa? Because it says it's not due.
Me. Wait. I'm saying to you, Mr. Cummings, Mr. Musa Ability, in order senior partisan who gave direct donation to the party. What problem you got with that? Your guy, your party over there, you cannot even tell Liberian people where you're getting money from. Who paying you, but you're running the party. Nobody talking about that one.
All right, let me welcome Dr.
Eh?
P on the
They
show.
our money.
Chairman,
The money for us.
Chairman,
I don't even understand.
hold on a
What
minute.
is the point of discussion? That
Chairman.
our money, please leave us alone. Okay,
Chairman.
we throw the money away.
Chairman.
We throw it away. They finish.
Chairman.
What the problem?
Chairman.
Yes, sir.
It won't work.
It will
Because
work.
you are government in waiting.
No. I'm not government.
Chairman.
I'm not government.
Chairman, hold on. Chairman, let me say this to you. Mounting on the front page newspaper, they reported. They put us this. Everything you just said, I asked James to cut it. To cut what you just said a few minutes ago. We'll post it on social media and we'll put the front page Africa statement. Because you were in error, Chairman.
For what?
This is why they said, listen, let's start from the beginning. 1. 2, let's read this important. This is Martin Kula's statement. We had just started paying people. We have just started paying people. And because of the huge crowd, I left my drawer in the office and tried to divert the crowd downstairs. Chairman, you want to take your statement back? I left my drawer in the office and tried to divert the crowd downstairs so that I could have space to pay people who were hired to render services. It took me less than 5 minutes to get back. The guy my drawer was missing and he left the keys in the car with the doors open. Kula said. Chairman, let me give you the chance to be frank with Liberian people, and we'll bring up the other important statement. We know Stanton didn't contribute. We know Liberians, some didn't contribute. Only you, Louis Brown, Mr. Comis, Martin Kula, your ghost finance director know where the money came from. But because you are government in waiting, Mr. Comis want to be president, we are asking for transparency. You guys need to be transparent. Again,
But
I will give you the chance. Can you tell Liberian exactly what you heard about the missing money?
Dan, are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
You hearing me?
Yes, sir, we are.
Stan, let me repeat. I, Musa Hassan Belete, spoke to Martin Kula, who was the chair of the rally committee, and he told me the money that he gave the driver was $50,000. As far as being transparent is concerned, no political party has ever reported any such incident, whether it's $1, whether it's $2, whether it's $3, to anybody. We have done that. You have to respect that unless and until an investigation is conducted. I'm not going to come here. Like I told you, I was not involved into the finance of the campaign. There's a finance office, and that finance office was authorized to fund the rally, and it did so. At the appropriate time, there will be an investigation, and the investigation will show what happened to the money. You got to respect that. Whether Martin say this, I say this, it doesn't matter. You see, one thing you need to understand is that what is the risk here? We did not hide it. We admitted that money was stolen. That is the extent of the transparency that we're doing. We're not dividing money on the street. We're at our party headquarters.
What did Martin tell you? What did Martin tell you, Musa Hassan Berete? You're chairman for CPP. You woke up in the morning. You heard that money went missing. One, Louis Brown didn't tell us how much went missing. Two, Martin didn't tell us how much got missing. What did Martin tell you when you called him and asked him? Where was Martin, the driver? That whole story that you explained, contrary to what Martin said when he talked to the Front Page Africa.
Listen, I will repeat myself, hopefully for the last time. I am sticking to the principle of the issue. Whether it's 50,000, whether it's 70,000, this is our own money. We have reported it to the public. We are going to investigate it, and the outcome of the investigation will be made to the public. Stan, there's no violation of public trust here. We have not stolen anybody's money.
So if you go to court tomorrow, that will be your excuse. Well, that's my money. They stole the money. That's okay. That's the organization money. Is the money your money or the organization money?
Public money is treated differently.
Is the money your money or the money that organization money?
The public money is treated differently, but it's private money. That's private money.
That's not true. No money treated differently when there's a theft. Is the money your money? Is the money that gone missing? Is it yours? Is it Mr. Cummings? Or it belongs to the organization?
The political party is an organization, it's an entity, it has its policies, it has its principles. All of those principles were adhered to. The manner in which the money was given to Martin is the manner in which that is prescribed in our financial policy. We violated nothing. It was immediately reported to the public when it happened, and that's it.
So for you to say our money is not your money, it's the organization money, it's the party money, correct?
The moment it leaves the donor's hand and into the party, it is the party money. It was used appropriately and in accordance with party policies. We did not violate, and there's no violation here. I mean, you expected me to send mobile money to the people who are going? No. You expected me to charge their credit card?
It's not what I expected you to do, but what just happened is that at the end of the day, let me bring in the other guys, because I think the people need to know, and they need to know that which is right. The money was given.
Man, you spend 1 hour on this money business.
It is important, though. I ain't got nowhere to go. The money was given to Martin Kula. Martin Kula say he had other money in the car. You saying 50,000. They saying something else. Martin Kula came up everything you said, that he gave the money to the driver to take to the car. That was wrong. You know what I'm saying? He didn't give the money to the driver.
You have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that.
So, but you misquoted Martin, though, right?
Yes.
No. But Chairman, you misquoted Martin.
If we had a budgetary allotment for 100,000, and we took it and we say 50,000 lost or 70, but they're not public money.
But listen,
money.
So what I'm saying to you, you are misquoting Martin Kula, because he didn't say he gave the money to the driver to take in the car. That's what you're saying, that Martin gave the money to the driver, but he didn't say that. He left the driver in his office. It's so many stories. And you're the chairman for CPP.
Listen to me. Let me explain this to you. Again, I explain to you and I'll say to you, we have our money. We were preparing for our rally. We took the money out of the bank. It was meant to take care of issues like transportation, water, and other things. It was given to the head of the rally committee, and in his management of the money, he relinquished it to a driver, and the driver made away with the money. That's the story.
That's not the story. That's not what Martin said.
There's no.
So you're not being fair. That's not what Martin said. How can you say that's the story?
Have you spoken to Martin?
He spoke to Front Page Africa. He spoke to Front Page Africa. He said, wait. If you want to say Ronnie Sear can lie, then say it now. Because he spoke to Front Page Africa. He said, we had just started paying people. And because of the huge crowd, I left my driver in my office. That's what Martin said. He didn't say I gave the money to my driver. Come on, Musa. Why would you say that on national platform like this? That Martin said he gave the money to his driver. So Martin got different stories, different versions to what happened.
So, Stanton.
Yes, sir.
If I surrendered the money to you, that's giving it to you. The driver remains the center of attraction here. I was not there. I was not even in town. The next day, I asked my Secretary General, this is what he told me. The principle of the issue is not how much we're missing or how it was
So
missing.
I'm done with the story. Once you say Martin said that, that's Martin's second version of this entire money going missing thing. He told you one thing, he said another thing to Front Page Africa, where he called his friend from the Liberian National Police, his friend Patrick, that they went to school together. He told his friend another story. So Martin is not being accurate.
Who is friend?
His childhood friend that they went to school together. You ask him. He tell you different story.
At the end of the day,
but again, at the end of the day, Martin having so many stories that we need to move on.
I think you know what, Stan, you just trying to spark Martin. You just trying to spark Martin. I have to say it.
No. You can say it. That's okay. I mean, it's not. It's not.
No, you are just trying to spark Martin.
Yeah, I'm trying to spark.
We believe him. We believe him. We believe his story, and it ends. When we catch the ball, he will go explain what happened. But we will get the money. The man say he lost our money. We believe him. Case closed.
No.
What's the issue?
The issue is that you're not being transparent. The issue
is
that you're coming up with 3-4 different stories. That's the issue. The issue is that you're coming up with 3-4 different stories. Like what Martin just told you, what he told Front Page, what he told the Liberian National Police, the stories are not adding up. It's not. But you're right, that's your money.
You are mad at Martin, and you are going to support him.
No, I usually don't talk to Martin. I don't talk to Martin, so why would I be mad? I'm just saying this issue. Kev, can you comment that to Richard?
We lost the money. We lost the money. It had some impact on our rally. We're happy we had our rally. We sent our message. We're done. We are happy.
Okay.
It had impact on your rally. Kev, go ahead.
Okay, Musa, you said there was an investigation, but you say you believe Martin, so no more investigation. You believe Martin. The only thing that so no investigation. They believe Martin. So let's put that investigation thing that the ANC talking about. So they believe Martin. So that's the driver. Although a key member of the ANC, Munafa, said driver my foot, and I will go with that same thing too. I believe Muna driver my foot. But let's move. And forward.
We have 5 more minutes.
You said the rally was a success. Louis Brown said at least 100,000 people. 100,000 people. People from Freeport era, Ghana era, everywhere will be packed. Musa Ability, my brother, can you tell the Liberian people that rally had 100,000 people? It's a yes or no?
The rally was successful. We like what we saw. We are happy with the outcome. We sent a message. Most importantly, we defied those who told us that we couldn't go out to exercise our constitutional right.
That's all. Let's talk about the 100,000 people. You have 100,000.
You got technology that can count people. And you printed 1 million T-shirt.
No,
that 1 million people job we have.
You now, Musa. You are there.
And you printed 1 million T-shirt. 10,000 persons went there.
Musa.
Huh? You just printed 1 million T-shirt. You're trying to get us some of that T-shirt set. You printed 1 million T-shirt. You say you're wait for your president. 10,000 people.
You know what I'll give you? We gave you some of our people who on tape saying they'll vote for the president.
But you asking me what 100,000 person show? You Mama Molu said 1 million people are going to work for job. We are 5,000 person show up.
I'm asking you now. Let's talk about that. 100,000 people were there, Musa. You were there. You spoke at our rally. 100,000 people were there.
More than your imaginary number. But answer my question.
No, not me.
Your 1 million man march.
That Louis Brown.
Your 1 million man
rally had 100,000 people, Musa.
The rally was in spite of all of the efforts.
Suffering. We really tired suffering. This government needs to be a bit
so we understand the main.
So how many persons may likely finally come to the stadium? I mean, not the stadium, the outside facility. Yes, we really believe the number of people who will come there, given the arrangements we're working.
Hello?
I'm not. No, James was playing a video. And when the video came on, everyone muted. I didn't.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No, I think he was playing the 100 million people that Louis Brown was expecting. That's why
Louis Brown 100,000. You must play more than 1 million people. You gotta tape too.
With tired suffering. We really tired suffering. This government needs to be a bit responsible.
We understand the main
message. How many persons may likely finally come to the stadium? I mean, not the stadium, the outside facility. Yes, we really believe the number of people who will come there, given the arrangements we're working through, the way we're planning it. I mean, professionals are taking their time, thinking through this, laying it out properly so it can be peaceful and organized. Very, very organized. I assure you that, yes, the space we have will be able to hold the people.
But you cannot tell us your expectation. Will it be 10,000, 25,000?
I have good enough expectation from what I'm seeing, from the reaction we're hearing, from the support we're getting for this, that is going to be a crowded day anywhere from across the bridge. Don't forget, I told you this is a Montserrat thing. So all across the bridge will be crowded.
So your expectation,
all across the
we understand all of that, Mr. Brown. Do you think it will be 25,000, 50,000, 15,000? Give us something.
You mean in total of the entire place?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes, sir. I think that's an underestimated figure.
But I think we have a contradiction here, CEO.
I beg you. Hold on 1 minute. Just tell the Liberian people, the size-wise, what you, Ambassador Brown, is expecting. 50,000? Give us something.
I'm not sure I'm understanding your question.
How many people do you think will attend this rally?
Will turn out all across Monrovia?
Yes, sir.
All across Monrovia?
Yes, sir.
I'm thinking maybe 100,000.
And don't forget,
at least 100,000. All across Monrovia.
Don't forget.
And here's the thing, though. He understood the question. Even Fago was trying to save him.
Wait.
But he understood the question. Fago was trying to save him.
Can you play
Hold on. We kind of move on. But he understood the question. But because Louis Brown is a game player, he gets sweet mouth, sweet talk. He was trying to jab his way around. I kept on pushing, and now he said 100,000. Less than 2,000, 3,000 folks show up. But let's move on.
What is your measurement technology?
Let's move on.
So you're not going to talk about the CDC 1 million man arrival.
Guys, let's move on now. Let's move
on. I think it'll be fair to play. As well. It'll be very fair to play his stick as well.
Dr. Peabody, I'll bring you on. I'll bring you on 2 p.m. You can play mobile model tape. We are talking to an ANC CPP chairman. We are not talking to the chairman. We are not talking to the chairman of CDC. You can come at 2 p.m. We'll give you the time and you can play mobile model tape. I'm not playing mobile model tape, okay?
Let's take a vote.
We should take a vote.
Yes.
We should take a vote.
Yes.
All right. Nelson, good day. Y'all come on. Let me bring in. Let me bring in. Nelson, come on. Good day. Come on. We're about to take a vote. Let's take a vote.
Timale is on. Very good. Timale is on.
What kind of tape mobile model got out there to say we'll bring
the 1 million man march?
1 million man.
James.
We are.
No, let's be fair to our guest tonight, James. No, right? I said
no. It's no, but he's not. The chairman is not saying the truth.
No, wait.
No, the chairman is using an event that got postponed to February. To the president's event. The chairman said they were going to bring 1 million people out to endorse the president for his second bid for the presidency.
Yes.
And that event got postponed to February. So let's wait until that time.
But play the tape. Why would he can't play?
No. So
that's what he said.
We don't believe you.
The time has not reached.
Play I don't believe you. You are a CDC man. I don't believe
you. Wait. James.
Yeah.
You got a clip, right?
Yeah.
We will find it, but we're about to take a vote. May I don't want to hear it because I know he said February.
So why did they force for other tape?
But people don't do this now. People don't do that. You just come in, you can't live. Today is Wednesday, right? People, you're not even supposed to be on the show. That day off.
Yeah, but
you're not. But you're not supposed to be on the show. Bye. So
you want people to put. But if you understood Louis Brown correctly, he said the Monrovia area. Okay, so
he said you're getting 100,000 from Monrovia area, and you get only 10.
No, stand up.
Monrovia area.
We are not. We are not like some people. No. We are not like some people. Our rally.
So the
chairman talking so I can address you.
Our rally was hit by the unfortunate event of the theft that took place. It affected the turnout, yet was satisfied with the turnout.
Let's talk about the way forward.
We use our rally to make a point that we have the right to assemble.
Chairman,
that's all.
Chairman, let's talk about the way forward. Okay.
Thank you. God bless you.
Let's look at CPP today. Let's just see exactly the strength of CPP. Everyone talking about the VP stake. Now you guys ran back. Correct me, because I love to be corrected. I don't do a podcast I alone to just talk. You are coming back.
From where?
You cannot finish now, but let me finish now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you are coming back. You are taking over from Tim Cummings. Tim Cummings was chaired by Louis Brown. But let me finish now,
I will not talk.
Today?
I promise you I will not talk.
Thank you. Because you interrupt me, I will leave the show and go today. If you interrupt me one more, I'm out of the show tonight.
Just to look at your face alone is satisfying to me. So I will not let you.
Thank you. So you are coming back, you are taking the rim from Louis Brown, because actually, like everybody knows fully well, Louis Brown failed Cummings, and under his leadership, he have achieved nothing as chair for Tim Cummings. A lot of people just frustrated with the work that Louis Brown has done. As much as he will go to every newspaper outlet to have the attendance and praise the rally, under his leadership, 70,000 went missing. Your Secretary General, the chairman of ANC, they are not happy. The in-house fighting. So now you guys had a meeting yesterday. You had a very important meeting. You are back.
Are you back to put Tim Tam comments on the sideline, or you back and you only serve in your capacity as chairman of CPP?
Okay. Then you have to promise me that you will allow me to answer the question without interrupting, just as I did.
Okay, so on that note, I
Yes.
beg to leave. I will
So,
listen to your answer.
So unless
Because
I agree that you interrupt,
and too many everybody here know where I am right now. I gotta drive an hour 20 minutes.
yes,
And
very
we will
good.
ask Kev Hassan to moderate the show
Jesus Christ, I'm finished.
because I have to drive home. All right, I have to leave Delaware. I have to drive home. Too many.
So that Kev, you can leave me away.
Yes, because Kev is not an ANC dude. So we got to leave you with Kev. He's not from ANC, and he would do a better job. I cannot leave you with that to Francine. It will be about your next program coming up in April. I cannot leave you with Sintumon and George because he leaning comments. I cannot leave you with that to Peabody. You will ask for the mobile model clip. So let me leave you with Kev. Kev, please do a good job, my friend. Thank you. Yes, sir. Kev, you get a control. You can mute that to Richardson whenever you want to. You can send somebody home whenever you want to. You got to control.
Yeah, go on, Musa. You are explaining.
Look, first of all, the point that Stan is making that I'm back, I think it's a figment of his imagination. I haven't gone anywhere, and I can tell you that we have explicit confidence in the capacity of Louis Brown. We are very happy of what he has brought to the campaign. We continue to repose confidence in him. The standard bearer, on this note, I speak for the standard bearer. The entire team, we're happy with what we've done. We got a good foundation. They did a good job for 2022. Right now, all we're doing is to build on the foundation that they have laid, and comes 2023, you will see the CPP like you have never seen before.
Okay, Musa, before I go to Dr. Peabody, I want you to speak on this. The rally.
The rally again?
Yeah, I want to go back on that tire suffering rally. There's we saw people with Mr. Cummings t-shirt, and what around what people are saying, how can you say you tire suffering rally, but the t-shirt is Mr. Cummings, it's projecting Mr. Cummings? How can that be? What was the purpose of Mr. Cummings on that t-shirt that was all over, dominated the rally?
We're tired suffering because of bad leadership, and therefore we have a good leader to present the Liberian people. So we'll put a picture on the t-shirt to show you who he was.
So the rally was not for Liberian, is to promote Mr. Cummings and say
it is in the interest of Liberians for the country to have a man like Alexander B. Cummings to run the country, and everything that we do in the CPP will be tailored towards promoting that.
So you're saying
I'm not sure about that.
So you're saying
and the rally was under the leadership of the CPP, under the stewardship of Mr. Alexander B. Cummings. No question about that.
So you're saying if UP partisan were at that rally too, UP official, GMB, they will be wearing Mr. Cummings' t-shirt because Mr. Cummings at that rally, the rally was and Mr. Cummings was the face of the rally, will be a good leader. So we're saying that you're calling all Liberians. So if sedition, if Unity Party people, they all should be projecting Mr. Cummings.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
So the rally was not it was not a Liberian rally, right?
But man, don't be the stand, man. Let me answer the question. If Unity Party came to that rally with a photo of Joseph Boakai, that was fine. If LPP came to that rally with a photo of Tiawan Gonglo, that was fine. We invited people to the rally. We didn't tell them that we were going to get a t-shirt to wear. The people you saw with t-shirt were CPP partisans. We told the people you can wear anything to come. You can wear your own t-shirt. So if you want to come with a t-shirt bearing your standard bearer, that was okay with us.
Okay, I will bring Dr. Peabody in. I think the rally was, and as we told, was for the Liberian people, not projecting a leader who will be president. So answer the question. That's why the rally we can call it a failure. But Dr. Peabody coming.
Chairman Ability, good to see you and welcome again to the Spoon Talk.
Thank you, sir.
Let me also commend you for organizing and carrying on your rally on that day. Let me say this: that I'm not here to take side whether it was successful, not successful, but I think the message was sent. Whether 2 or 3 people were there, you gotta have a message and you're sending it off. Let me ask you a question. This money that folks talking about, was it taxpayer money?
No.
Okay.
And thank you for the question.
What was that taxpayer money?
No.
Okay,
no,
it was not taxpayer money. Okay,
no,
so
it was not the. I was not among the 1.5 million that were used on the trip. It was not part of that either.
So then why are people? I mean, it's your own money and missing. You like it, you can investigate. You like it, you don't investigate. So why are people from the other side making this an issue?
Because a good question. Because they don't know that in government there is something called the PFM law, which is called the Public Financial Management Law. Every public money is governed by that. So when we get in government, we will be bounded by that law, and we have to abide by it. That does not allow you to handle public money in a certain way. But as a political entity with private donations, we have the right as Liberians to give as much as we want to our political party. And that's what we did. And we had the courage to talk about the money being stolen. Peabody, Dr. Peabody, in 2017, as campaign head, Ben Savi was my chairman. We organized a retreat somewhere in Bomi or Cape Mount and gave money to a guy to carry it. He ran away with the money. We gave another guy a vehicle to go to the southeast. He ran away with the vehicle. We lost over 6-7 vehicles during the election in 2017. So what people talking about here? You can't, I mean, and look who's talking. People who cannot account for all of us money want to come ask us how to account for our own money. I mean, how shameful. Let them leave us alone. At the end of the day, we had the courage to report it. What I know is that the money had an impact on our rally. And I'll tell you what about that, Peabody. When everybody was put in gear to say, you come to the party headquarters in the evening, committee head, group head, you are going to receive your money for the bus, you're going to receive your money for the water and stuff like that. And that when the theft was reported, and then there was no replacement put for the money. And people who were already being told that they were going to receive money came at the party and did not receive money. That had a huge impact on our rally. And a fake letter purported by the enemies of the rally, including opposition parties, send the message as though we have sent a letter to tell the minister that because the money was lost, we're not sure whether or not we'll have the rally. That had massive impact on the mind and the mindset of the people. So it affected our rally. Our rally was sabotaged. But we are happy that Liberians stayed brave the difficulties. They came there to make a point. One, the international community was involved in this rally. They contacted us. They told us to assure them that we were going to have a peaceful rally. We did that. I got a call from the ECOWAS ambassador telling me thank you and to appreciate us that we live up to our commitment. CPP wanted to make that point. Zero incident. We show up, whether it was 500 people, whatever. You can put 500 citizens in this country here when something not happy. They eat pork card, they eat bus bullshit.
Somebody, sorry, Dr. People, I already asked.
Happy.
Nobody's still talking.
But we also acknowledge that there was setback. That's the transparency that we practice. We acknowledge that there was setback. The rally did not go as we wanted it to go. We would have loved it to be better than it was. There were circumstances beyond our control. We acknowledge that. That's why we're the party of the future.
Look, you also said that you guys are doing your internal investigation, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Look, Doc, Liberia is at the point where we have three choices to make. We either choose yesterday, today, or tomorrow. The decision is going to be ours. Alexander Cummings represent tomorrow. Nobody is going to tell me that Louis Brown is not a political asset simply because they don't have him. If Louis Brown joined the CDC, they would lay red carpet to receive him. If Louis Brown went to Ambassador Barker and say, I'm joining you, they will celebrate him. It is that type of hypocrisy that we will not accept. You can do everything you want to do. We will get to Liberia. Liberia is going to be, it's not going to be about Louis Brown or Musa Belete or what we are accused of. It's going to be about the individual we are going to take to run this country, what they stand for, what value they carry, and the fact that he is going to give every Liberian an opportunity to start anew. Whether you've had a bad past, whether you have a good past, with Alexander Cummings, you have an opportunity to start anew.
Thank you.
Before I move to Tomali, you talk about sabotage.
By your sabotage.
You also say the opposition too, right? Let me ask you this.
Unity Party.
Let me ask you this, right?
Unity Party is the number one enemy of the opposition in this country. Look, we already know that John Weah would not win. But in an unlikely event that something like that happens, it will be the cause of Unity Party. Their arrogance, they're sitting down lazy, not doing anything, not planning anything, you can't even choose a running mate, and then they're standing here trying to talk us down. Today, can you understand why someone who called and said the biggest opposition in this country is not talking about what is happening in the country? What does that mean? That you accept it. So at what time? But when we plan a rally, you want to sabotage it. You want to put the Mo Ali and all these loose cannons on the street to try to sabotage our rally and talk nonsense at all. But at the end of the day, the Liberian people watching. This is the time of need for Liberian people. The Unity Party is mood. confident, relax, very satisfied with the status quo. Then you want to call yourself opposition. We will.
When you made the Costa statement to call on Unity Party, partisan, and other opposition to not go to that rally, come on and hit on Louis Brown so hard.
Today is what? Today is what? And today is the 21st, right?
Mm-hmm.
1 week from now, we'll see Costa on the crowd, my brother. Don't worry about that. You know, when it comes to Costa issue, I don't want to dignify it anymore. The people who still believe that Costa is an opposition, is their business. If they cannot see that Costa is working for this government, it is their business. I don't care anymore about Costa. Costa is no longer an issue for me. For me, if you people are blind, if there are people in this country that cannot see that Costa is working for the government, that's their business. I don't care. Costa is not an issue for me anymore. I have concluded and know that he is working for this government. We know it. But let him bring a crowd, my brother. 1 week from now, you'll be here. Let him put 100,000 people also.
Okay,
but you cannot win a district election. Then you call yourself a popular person. Who told you say anybody cares about what Costa say in Liberia?
Go ahead, Tommy.
That's some of the problem that's wrong with this country. The people like Costa can be the people who can determine opinion in our country. Then where are we going?
Well, it's good to be back on the show. Chairman, it's good to see you again. And
yes, sir.
The most powerful chairman. This guy is a powerful guy. You fall out of battle.
Thank you.
Man, so I get wonder, was it? Anyway.
I mean, you need to come to Nimba, man. You need to come.
Next trip will be Nimba. Next trip will be Nimba.
Yeah. I mean, I would never allow you guys to leave the country if you don't come here.
Oh, no, we can't Nimba next time.
Nimba is a good place.
Yeah.
You know, it's good to talk about these issues, but honestly, for me, the rally is history now, and
thank you.
The rally, and if you really understand the politics and so forth, you know that the rally was successful because the message is what matters. The message is not in America. You put a account with one person can have placard, and they can put a message there, and the message can go. You know, so it's not about the size, but especially so with all what happened before the rally. People try to undermine, sabotage, everything went to it. With that cry I saw, it was successful, I believe. The message was sent out. And it's history now. The issue now we are focused on is the election. We got 292 days to election. And my question is the Liberty Party, I know you guys are in the trying to make peace amongst yourselves, which is good. But how soon can we expect the CPP, not ANC, but CPP to have to announce the running mate? How soon? We'll soon be in next year. How soon we expect you guys to come up with running mate?
Very soon. Before the end of the first quarter, 2023, we'll come over running mate. Timone. We're trying to be careful. We're trying to make the right decision. We're trying to make sure that it has an impact. We're closing in. We're closer to it than many of you think. But, that person will be a game changer. And we are supporting our standard bearer in the decision making process, and we are analyzing. We're getting data, and we will produce a ticket that will make sense to Liberian people.
Okay, I know when Mr. Cummings was here recently, he was asked a question. I think one of his interview, he was asked a question about his running mate. He said he already set up a team to look for select a VP team to select, help him find his VP, and the teams were already looking at some individuals. But my question is, I know we've been hearing names being thrown out, but right now the names we've been hearing so far, we heard about Councillor Gonglo, Senator Yombli Kanga, Senator Kong. My question is, these three individuals, have you guys have made, and then have you guys in talk with any one of these individuals? I mean, you guys in touch with any one of them? The three individuals I call. You guys in talk with any one of them?
I'm not a member of that team, so I wouldn't know who the team have spoken to. But I know that I am in very close consultation with the standard bearer in ensuring that he makes a decision that will take us to where we want to be. And Chumane, I don't want to be mean on this, but I think you can appreciate the sensitivity of the process. But it's also not going to be a decision that everybody's going to like. I always tell people, there's no perfect person. It's somebody always going to say something about somebody. But in the overall run, the president will bring us something that give us tomorrow, and also something that give us the vote that we need.
Thank you, Kev.
Musa, before I go to Dr. Richardson, can you confirm or deny that Yombli Kanga and Commies are in discussion about the VP shape?
No, there's no such discussion going on.
They are not discussing at all.
No.
If they're discussing, will you say that?
Yes, I will.
Okay, Dr. Richardson.
Chairman, I want to start a conversation to CPP. Can you tell us some of the strength of having the CPP as a vehicle to elect Mr. Cummings? And can you also tell us some of your challenges of having the CPP? And then I have a second question after that.
The biggest challenge of having a CPP is managing the ego of the individual parties. So it gets really murky sometimes, but I think we're managing it. We're getting good at it, and it will get better and better. The opportunities include the fact that the current CPP makeup allows us to accommodate as many political parties as we can. It also gives the standard bearer the flexibility to choose his running mate, which makes political accommodation much easier. And it also did not include the division of executive position. So it didn't say, for instance, Liberty Party will get a certain number of executive. You know, we kept all of that for the presidency, so that because those are negotiating tools. And so we do have, as CPP, we do have a lot of flexibility. So yes, those are the two major plus and minuses of the CPP.
So my next question to you is, I know that you've been working to integrate a lot of diaspora Liberian into the next development of Liberia, the next phase of Liberia. I understand, through just talking to you, I know you're trying to have an inclusive participation of diaspora Liberian. Can you tell us some of your efforts that you have made towards this goal of, because it seems to me in the past that diaspora Liberians have been good in terms of making remittances to our country, but not in participating in partnership with Liberians in terms of the governance process and stuff like that. So can you just sort of tell us?
All right. So First, let me start that the CPP is well designed to include the diaspora community. We have the CPP USA now, is running, it's doing very well. They have full representation at the CPP National Convention, which is going to take place where we're going to formally elect our standard bearer and endorse all of the representative candidates. And they have a vote. They have 10 delegates. In addition to guests, they have 10 delegates that will have a vote at our convention. That highlights the CPP of views of the diaspora community. And beyond that, Guinea, whose democracy is not as mature as ours, in their last 4-5 elections, allowed Guineans in Liberia to vote. And then we can do it. When it's so easy through the postal system in America. And so the CPP is currently sponsoring a legal action that will ensure that the Liberian constitution is enforced to allow Liberians to vote outside of Liberia. It is in our constitution. They call it absentee ballots. So it's important, and the CPP USA is going to be at the forefront of this fight. We are proud of the leadership of the CPP USA, and we're going to do everything that we are going to do to make sure that Liberia and the diaspora are not just money bank, that they are putting their mouth where their money going. We're going to change that. There are also Liberians who have worked in their professional life, accomplished a lot, and just want to come home to spend the rest of their life. They don't have that opportunity because of bad governance. They don't have that opportunity because of bad system. They can come in and help set up different systems in the country to help make our country. I'm speaking to you from Nimba County. If I told you a few months ago that I would be in Nimba County on Spoon and relaxing, waiting for Christmas, you wouldn't believe it. We want that to happen to us. So the diaspora community that is at the core of the CPP drive to bring Liberians together. Like Mr. Cummings said, it's a big tent. We want to make sure that everybody fit in the tent. And it's a big bowl. But there's a place for everybody to eat from that bowl.
Okay.
Ask me one more question, just please, just to finish up on this whole CPP.
You want to follow up on? Or
yeah, follow up, yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. Short, briefly, Chairman, you had spoken about how you would like to see Liberians come home to help with civic education, registration, campaign. Do you care to expand on that a little bit, the diaspora community?
Oh, by the way, the first advanced team of CPP will be here before the new year. And I'm very excited and proud to know that you are going to be on that team. We also have set up a CPP office at the CPP USA office. So people who have not seen you, who want to come and see you, you have an office to sit to do your work and be able to meet people and participate in most of our process, to watch them, advise us, and give us as many expertise that you can. So this time around, we're gonna give you a hard time because we're gonna use you like hell. There's a lot of stuff that we want you to help us to do. And when you come, we're gonna do that. We're gonna go around the country to help encouraging people to register, encouraging people to be nonviolent, and putting young women together so that you can speak to them, inspiring them, mentoring them, so that you can keep up with them. So yes, and then
it's an ongoing process.
Yes, a whole bunch of another group is going to be around in February, and then as soon as the election registration timetable, we're looking at anywhere between 100 to 300 people to come. And if they get to Liberia, we're going to dispatch them to their villages, their towns of birth, and we're going to make sure that they will, get anywhere between 50 to 100 people to mentor, to keep and monitor, make sure those people register along with them, and make sure that election time they will come back to make sure that those people are vote.
Wow,
Thank you.
It seemed like a waste of money because
It's worth it. It's worth it.
companies going
We're
nowhere.
looking at.
I
We're
wish I
looking to
could take
get.
that money. I wish I could take that money that Dr. Richardson and then buying ticket and help the poor people in our counties because it's going to be a waste of money. But let me
To
ask you
give
this:
poor people money. We don't have to call anybody poor people when you govern the country well, chief. When you
let
govern
me
the
ask
country well,
poor,
make sure
poor
that there's
people,
meal on
poor
everybody's
people
table.
everywhere. Even in America, yeah, we get poor people. Even here, we get poor people everywhere. But let me say this to you. Let
At
me
least
ask
I
you this.
can put
In
it.
our country, we have people below poverty line. That is what
Let me
I'm talking
ask you this.
about.
Let me ask you this, Musa. Let me ask you this. We saw Mr. Cummings' bodyguard with a weapon in the crowd, endangering people's lives. Beside Mr. Cummings, and up to today, we're not hearing from Mr. Cummings. He's not speaking about it because Mr. Cummings, even heavy rain in Liberia, he will hold a press conference and he will blame somebody for the weather. Why is Mr. Cummings so mute?
You arrested him, man. Why you not saying anything?
No, I'm asking you why Mr. Cummings not coming out.
But you are the enforcer. Why you can talk about it? Mr. Cummings does not know anything about that thing. Mr. Cummings, the
You don't know anything
security.
about his bodyguard.
No. Now let
About
me
his
explain now.
bodyguard weapon.
No. He hired a private security firm that provide private security to him.
Mm-hmm.
He does not control how that security individual or individuals conduct themselves. The man has been apprehended by the Ministry of, the police. Go to your people and give you a statement. I can't tell LeBron people.
So Mr. Cummings.
Now Mr. Cummings owes public statement.
Musa,
That they who owe public statement.
Mr. Cummings' bodyguard with a weapon among civilians. And Mr. Cummings not saying anything. His bodyguard is destroying people's lives.
You arrested him. You say something. Well, if you're not saying something, then have the government? If this was a threat, if this was a big issue.
But I'm asking about Mr. Cummings' bodyguard endangering people's lives.
Mr. Cummings does not know. All Mr. Cummings knows. All Mr. Cummings knows is that his security was arrested for holding an arm. The government has to come back with a report as to how happened before he can react to it. What is he reacting to?
His bodyguard. He's not seeing his bodyguard. Mr. Cummings don't need Mr. Cummings.
But we know where is he. He has been arrested. We know that.
Yeah, but so why Mr. Cummings not saying anything about his bodyguard?
What? You people who arrested the man, why you can't tell what happened? You don't think that we know? We need to know.
So why Mr. Cummings cannot come out or go to the police or do something?
What is Mr. Cummings supposed to say? This man was arrested by the police. The circumstances of the arrest. You are saying that the man was caught with gun. I don't know. We don't know what happened. We have no idea what happened. Let the police explain to the public what happened.
If they any idea that in 7 years bodyguard had a gun?
No, absolutely not.
So if we show the picture, can you tell if this gentleman had a gun? Can you tell?
Kev, I never fought war.
If we show the tape, can you tell if he had a gun?
About what?
If we show the tape with this gentleman, can you tell if this man had a gun on his side?
No, I can't.
You can't tell.
No, I don't know how gun look like on people's side.
You don't know how gun look like on people's
No.
side. For 7 years, Mr. Cummings had even a little child would know that it's a gun. But you see, Musa, we are talking about the deception of Mr. Cummings here.
What deception? Kev, why you let the judge use word like that?
It is.
What deception?
It is. Because how can his bodyguard passing around with gun? Why Mr. Cummings cannot issue a statement and say my bodyguard was arrested, allegedly say something to the people and investigation going on? Why
the people who we don't know what happened. The people who arrested him should make a statement.
Mr. Cummings, we have seen allegation on folks in Liberia, and Mr. Cummings made a statement. Just on allegation.
On what?
Mr. Cummings start making a statement
on why is it why you referring this to allegation? If someone is holding a gun and the law says that he's not supposed to hold a gun, that's the offense. That's all.
But he told gun.
It's not a criminal offense.
No, but he told gun. Musa.
No, but you know that holding a gun in Liberia is not a criminal offense, right?
Musa. He told
it's an offense. It's an illegal possession of weapon, but it's not a criminal offense. So don't compare that to
Musa. He told gun. Musa. He told gun among innocent civilians. Why he was guiding Mr. Cummings and why Mr.
And then what would I don't know that he has not brandished this gun anywhere where I've been. You cannot show me any picture where he's brandishing the gun. The police said they arrested him with gun. Let us say that story. Then we'll react to it. What can we say? What do you want? You want us to issue statement to recriminate ourselves?
Musa, money lost, Mr. Cummings not saying anything. Gone, Mr. Cummings not saying anything.
Mr. Cummings said something about the money. Mr. Cummings said money was lost and we will do everything he can to. Mr. Cummings said money was lost and he will do everything he can to make sure the money is found.
Well, my question to you, Musa.
Yes, sir.
It's gone. He's not saying anything. It's sodomized. His bodyguard sodomized a 16-year-old.
You want to get your friend ask question too now?
Mr. Cummings not saying anything. Money lost.
Let's move on, man.
So, Mr. Cummings, I control the show. I will tell you when to.
It doesn't mean you take over the whole show.
One last. Listen to me. Something. Wait.
Why, Mr. Cummings?
When last your president ever had a press conference? You talking about saying something?
I want you to answer my question. You're not questioning.
No, but answer my question too.
But when you have your show, you call me, I will answer your question. But
okay, next week I will call you on my show.
Yes, I will answer that question. But today I'm moderating the show. You will answer my question. So let's go answer my question. Why Mr. Cummings refused to speak? Why a 16-year-old was sodomized? He is a bodyguard working in his place. Why Mr. Cummings not speaking on money missing? Why Mr. Cummings not speaking his bodyguard with weapon? Why Mr. Cummings? Well, Mr. Cummings can talk everything about rain. He's so flippant that he can say anything. He rushed to the mic. I ain't seen not talking.
So you are talking about gun BC. You are talking about an allegation of sodomy. What else you talk about?
The money.
So what happened when children are killed? When auditors die? No. When auditors die? And when money is missing? And nobody talks. What happened with that?
Musa, answer that. Musa, answer that question.
You are the wrong person. You are the wrong person to answer that question.
Answer the question. Get your chance.
Answer that question. That's the question. The question I asked you. Answer the
Are
question.
you gonna take a question from me? Are you gonna take a question from me?
Don't answer question with question. Answer the
Yes,
question.
or you promise to take a question from me?
Supposed to answer a question now?
Are you
Musa,
gonna answer a question from me?
Musa, you invite me on your show, I will take it. If you invite me, I will take it. But today, answer my question. Because I'm moderating, answer my question.
Mr. Cummings answers questions when it is necessary and required of him.
Okay.
So when an officer is alleged to have been in possession of weapon, which is an allegation, and this allegation is coming from the media, the police have not put up any statement as to why he was arrested, then you can't ask me to comment on it. That is not okay. Let the police put something also. Then we will comment. They have not done that.
Okay, Tomley coming.
Well, I want my questions come from the issue of the voter registration right now, because right now Liberians bought a ticket to register to vote. They are stranded now. My question is, the political parties, are you guys meeting constantly as a group? Like, so in the past, political parties met with the stakeholders and all those organizing election so that they can address issues affecting the electoral process. Right now, issue about voter registration and also issue about the biometrics, they're all looming issues. And then don't forget now, the last election, your party went to court. And one of the issues that Supreme Court came out with that is you claim the voters' role, and that was an issue that brought a lot of raised other issues after the election. So I don't know. I mean, what's the status of all of these things? Are you guys meeting frequently to discuss these issues, or you wait until the election starts then you're complaining, or what? What are you guys doing about it?
Actually, all of the major parties will be meeting, and the United Nations and ECOWAS have been organizing these meetings, including the CDC. We have been having meetings. We have reviewed the Farmington Declaration, which deals with electoral violence and the processes. We also discussed. The United Nations organized a meeting with the Election Commission, and we went over the registration process. To the best of our knowledge, between February and March, the process will start, and the explanation from the Election Commission, which was backed by the international community, is satisfactory to us. So as far as biometric registration is concerned.
So as a chairman, as a CPP, are you guys satisfied with the present? You have confidence in the Diaspora-led election commission? You have confidence? You guys have confidence in that commission?
Look, I think I have explicit confidence in the chairperson of the election commission. I also do believe that the way in which the political party has behaved, conducted themselves during the electoral process has affected the transparency of the election. There are several rights that we have that we did not exercise that could have avoided cheating and other things that we didn't do that we are currently doing. We are reviewing. We have a whole committee set up. Tony, the election process, if you really invest in monitoring and following the procedure, cheating is almost impossible. But it costs a lot of money. It requires intensive work, but it's doable. And so we intend to do it. We intend to pull watch. We intend to follow all the regulations. We intend to make sure that all of our people are registered. You know, there was something that they wanted to make registration difficult. We fought that. So there are processes through which we are actively involved, and I think if we continue the way we are doing, it will be okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's do one question because I want to open the line. today. Dr. Richardson, let's just do one question, no follow up, and then we'll have to open the line.
Okay, so Isabella, I'm gonna kind of turn my question to what happened yesterday when the president returned to the country. I'm sure you watched him speak at a church ceremony where instead of addressing some of the issues relating to food insecurity, rice shortage specifically, instead of addressing the enumerators not being paid, instead of addressing the corruption alleged, and instead of even addressing the issue of the RRA rule, he decided to body shame people, which I find that very, very inappropriate. He started calling some of the opponent names, started talking about how they look. Any other part of the world, such a person, even at my job, if I go to my job and start talking about, if I describe how Kef Hassan might look, I'll be at risk for lawsuit or being fired. But yet and still in our country, our president decided to body shame people who are Liberians, who some of them support him. What do you think about that?
It's a perfect decoy. It's vintage George Weah. He comes home after 45 days. I think he expected a lot of issues, and that's quite a smart way to deflate and create a decoy and divert attention from the main issue. And well, I don't think that it's difficult. The president of Liberia is the president of Liberia. I don't see how insulting him can help us, but it's difficult when he is insulting opposition. Then it begs the question of who's responsible if there's up and down. But at the end of the day, what the president did or what he's doing is not going to stop us from looking at the issue and talking about it. It's going to strengthen our resolve to do it. But I think that he was too personal. I don't think that he should have been. All we gotta do is look at the issues and face the election. But I think that he was not. But I think he looked unrattled. I think he looked unsettled. I think he has something on his mind. He was not the George Weah that I know. He seemed to have a lot on his mind, and he wanted to do something to kind of ease himself off. And the opposition was fair game.
Dr. Peabody, one question.
Well, you went 2 or 3 questions. Then you said
you still have to open the line.
So what do you mean by you went 2 or 3? You asked me one question. No. That'd be honest here.
Dr. Peabody, one question.
I asked how many questions I want to ask.
You said to Tim.
You're not going to do that. One question.
Chairmanability, Kev. I have a question I want to ask. Chairmanability, let me ask you this question. The president came the other day and he said that he brought a package for the Liberian people. A lot of country committed. Some million, in the sum about 175 million. What do you think of that?
Vla. You know what it was, Vla? Vla.
Okay, you finish answering that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Let me say this. Let me just put him out. Last question, guys. Nelson and
you're allowed to ask.
No, Kevin, you can't do that. You already asked me a question.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Then you guys can go off the set if you don't.
No, you can go off the set.
You will go.
Kev, you will leave.
You will leave, Kev. You're not going to know.
So I
You
think
and me.
it's rudeness from both of you guys.
No, rudeness on your side too. Rudeness for you too. Disrespect. Huh?
That's so funny.
Seriously, I think it's rudeness from both.
No, you rude, Kev. You
Oh my
disrespectful.
God.
Huh? You have no more question. I'm gonna go to the phone line.
Musa,
Are you telling somebody rudeness?
let me ask you this before I go to the phone line. Musa,
Yeah.
do you think UP do have a moral ground to speak on a good governance in Liberia? Do you think?
I think what is more disappointing about the Unity Party is conspicuous silence on national issues. Really, that's what is more disappointing. If you take yourself to be the biggest party, you have to be engaged. You have to continue to speak for the Liberian people. But I think the Unity Party has entered the mode that is dangerous, which is he has assumed that they have assumed that the Liberian people are going to vote for them and they don't need to do anything. And I think that is not okay, because at this point in time, too much happening in the country. Unity Party is not saying anything, absolutely nothing. But they want to sabotage our rallies. They want to talk trash about. Then my disappointment is I would, and I want to say this, and I want to say it for the last time. There will not be a ticket that will have ABC and Joseph Barker in 2023. There will not be. There will not be. I'm being very emphatic about that. What we need to push for is that the two parties, or as many opposition that need to agree that the strongest of them will eventually end up in a runoff with the CDC, and that the rest of the opposition can then go beyond that person. This is something that we are prepared to agree on. But if somebody want to attack the CPP, want to destroy the CPP, and then want for CPP to join them, look, if Mr. Cummings is not good to be president of Liberia, he's not good to be vice president. The purpose of being a president, the purpose of being a vice president is that you must be ready on day one to be president. So if you choose the man to be vice president, then he's got to choose him. He's got to be ready for president. So I've had this conversation with Mr. Cummings. We've had soul searching about this. We've thought about it. We thought about everything. We need to cooperate with the Unity Party and all other opposition. We need to agree and did I go off?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
It's 23 hours.
So you guys didn't hear anything I was saying?
No, we did.
No, we did. We heard it.
We heard
Okay.
it.
So
We heard it.
So I don't believe that there will be any further discussion on unification of Unity Party and CPP. It's not necessary. We've all taken our position. We've identified the people that we know can vote for us and take us to the second round with the CDC. Let's go for it. Let's conduct ourselves as opposition. Let's establish that the CDC is our common goals, and let's make a commitment before Liberian people that if any one of us make it to the second round, the other person will support that. But if we're not good to be the president, then we're not good. Our money should not be good. Our efforts should not be good. We're prepared. We're doing our bit. And we are also prepared to sit with the Unity Party to agree on a commitment of opposition unity. I'm not sure they are prepared for that. But we're prepared any day to make that. And they also agree that we shouldn't attack one another. There's no need. And then we all face the CDC, and then we all face our constituency. Election come. If Ambassador Barker wins for United Party and makes it with George Weah to second round, we all support Ambassador Barker. If Mr. Cummings makes it, we do it. If Councillor Gonglo makes it, we do it. Let's do it like that. Let's get that commitment from all of the opposition. I think that will solve our problem. But they all this talk every day. We are not in any talk of going as running mate to VP Barker, and it will not happen as long as I'm chairman of the CPP. It is now on the table. It is not to be considered. We got to seek opposition unity. We got to seek opposition cooperation, and the best opposition that makes the best effort to get the Liberian people will win the ticket, the right to represent the entire opposition in the second round, and we all must make a commitment to support that ticket. That's what I think we will do now. We cannot do otherwise.
Okay. Okay. Okay, everybody. Please. Echo. Musa. Echo coming from you. Dr. Richard, can you please?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Can you please? Musa.
Yeah.
Can you mute yourself? Echo. Oh, okay. Nelson, can you come on?
I got one more question. Can I ask?
Yeah, go ahead, Dr. Reggie.
No, we're moving on to phone line. We're moving on to phone
Dr.
line.
Reggie, go ahead. Ask your question.
No, we're moving on to phone line.
I'm going to stop her. She got a question.
I'm controlling the show.
I have a question. What do you mean by that?
I'm controlling the show.
No, but so what? It doesn't matter. You stop me.
No, I'm controlling the show. I said no.
Dr. Reggie, ask your question.
We're moving on. I'm controlling the show.
He
I said no, we're moving on. Dr. Richardson, when you're controlling the show, I respect you on the show. I think I deserve respect too. So I
you better respect me on the show.
Dr. Richardson if Dr. Peabody want to be disrespectful, he can be. Nelson, can you?
Dr. Reggie, you don't want to ask your question?
Can you open the line? Can you open the line?
Okay, folks. You can call in now to make your contributions. The numbers are 0777-771075 or 0555-101075, and you'll be live on the program Spoon Talk tonight. Let's take our first call. Good evening. You're live. Good evening. Good evening. Okay, go ahead. You're live. Let's hear you.
Yeah, this is Johnson Konga from Johnsonville.
Go ahead, Johnson.
Yeah, I want the chairman, Mr. Benedict, to please, elaborate on the because if it's plotting, 1 minute you will say 50,000, 1 minute you will say the money will witness Mr. Martin Kula. And Mr. Martin Kula told all through the police that the money was 70,000. How can a chairman is not admitting to us to say exactly to us? We don't know the amount or the man or the figure in question, please. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your contribution. Let's take this person. Hello? Hello? Okay, go ahead. You're live. Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to ask the chairman, Benedict. For me, I believe I'm from United Party, but I believe in the opposition unity. It better this time to come together as an opposition and come to one agreement to support each other, not to be throwing shots at each other. And I want to ask, last night I was listening to Spoon, and he said Yombri will be going on Kumi as a vice senator of water Spoon. So I just call you to ask, that you see as a lady, step back. You have to respect a woman, please.
Thank you.
This is one of the biggest shows. Every night I listen to it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your contribution. Good evening. You're live. Hello. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Yeah, go ahead, sir. You're live. Let's hear you.
My name is Samuel Sware. I call from Emancipation Project, Stephen Tabo Estate.
Go ahead.
Good afternoon, Honorable Brede.
They're listening. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much for your intro. That's why you said concerning the opposition, we need to come together, even we not support one another for the first round, or we should have normal understanding between us, because attacking one another, I think that would be good. They're going time already to honor Maba Unity Party and wish it was not in our favor. So we should stop that and come as one team and support one another. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your contribution. Let's take this person. Good evening. You live. Okay, we lost this person. Hello. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, sir. You live. Let's hear you.
My name is George K. Flomo, and I do join you from Electoral District number 3, Maserati County.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, let's first say thanks to Hassan having to control over the show. My attention has been drawn to the last question asked by Care to sustainability about people like the party having moral ground to really speak to national issues. And the chairman actually did not answer that question. To my satisfaction, Unity Party would not have that moral talks to come and discuss international issues when they were there. People cried, I mean, they couldn't do anything, and now they are coming, they want to take state power. You can't be serious minded opposition to the party, your colleagues are going to go protest or have rally, then you there on a man rally.
Okay. Thank
the
you.
Unity Party even make us understand in the country that indeed there's no Liberian sovereign.
Thank you
So
very
tomorrow,
much.
are they going to come back and tell us that we are sovereign? No, they are not serious minded political party.
Thank you very much. Let's hold it there and take another person. You're live. Good evening. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Melvin Vikazulu from Ria Community.
Okay, go ahead.
The Musa Belede that in the studio there is very disturbing. And all the things he's been talking as just foolishness he's talking.
Hey, no, we will not take that. You have to respect the guests on the show. You can be civil in making your point. Good evening. Go ahead. Oh, sorry. Good evening. Good evening. Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, go ahead, sir. You live. Let's hear you.
Yeah, this is Freddie Fair out calling, and I would like to. Hello.
Go ahead. You're live, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Freddie Fair out calling from Kingsville. Let me quickly say kudos to Chairman Musa Community for adequately representing the CPP, and also to panelists for some of the points made. Our rally this quarter was a complete success, and
okay, you went off. Let's take this person. Good evening, you live. Hello? Yeah, go ahead, sir. You live.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. You on the radio. You're live on the radio.
Hello?
Oh no. I think we can take this person. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, hello. How you doing?
Yes, sir. Go ahead. You're live.
Yeah, and I thought we calling from district number 10, called down Barrow Red on the phone TV. You see, people, let us be real. For this gone rally to admit, our one reporter will be on the front page. But one thing I saw that really discouraged me of not joining them, they said this was for the Liberian people that suffering. But when I saw a T-shirt that was printed and then see Alexander Kumi on the T-shirt, it got to me that this is just a political rhetoric that people trying to use. So no need of me being part of them.
Thank you.
You are saying the Liberian people and then are seeing Kumi only. So it's Kumi is a one. He is a speaker of the Liberian people? No.
Okay, thank you.
brother,
Thank you very
for the
much
time.
for your contribution. Hello, you're live.
Evening.
Yeah, good evening. Go ahead, sir.
Well, my name is Uncle JK, and I'm you from Chikizu Factory tonight.
Let's hear you, Uncle JK.
You know, I listened to Honorable Musa Hassan Belete. You know, he was not true to the Unity Party. And let me say this to him, that the Unity Party will speak when it is appropriate to do so. And move besides that. You know, they were very deceptive when it came to the issue of the August rally they had. You can't be telling the Liberian people that they are suffering, and you paraded on the street of Monrovia, the street of Monserrato County, telling the people that you are suffering with a photo of a lady crying. But on the day of the rally, you had the photo of Alexander Kumi. That being deceptive, and that's the truth to the people. And you can't start this thing like this in this country.
Thank you.
If he wants to be president of this country, he has to be truthful to the people that he wants to lead.
Thank you very much.
Musa Hassan Belete.
Thanks a lot. Let's hold you there. Good evening.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening. You're live. Go ahead.
Yeah, my name Adama Sumawo Kante. I was to that last time. I will tell the party chairman, thank you. Me and you like coming on the show because my research me going over there before I know when you come. There's my plan. Mr. Musa Hassan Belete, our chairman. I want for you to empower me on agriculture, on farming. At least when it can be general farming. But please, I want me to go there because we are tired of suffering.
Thank
you. Mr. Musa Hassan Belete, one my number and give my number. 0888 91 38 64. Please empower me. The draft is the make of farm. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good evening. You're live. Honorable Keith Hassan, once you're ready, you can tell us.
Can I ask my final question, please?
Yeah, when you get at least a 3 more call, then we,
okay.
Yeah, then we can. Musa will do his closing.
Oh,
okay. Hello.
Jeff, I just have one more question to ask.
Hello.
Okay, hello. Go ahead. You're live. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, my brother, this is Emmanuel Ponce. You're calling from ST Cooper Road.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, actually, I never really wanted to call on the show, but I'm so disappointed, you know, with the panelists on the show tonight. They're simply trying to tell us that sometimes we burn our battery, we use our data and things to listen, to watch the keenly. But it's like when Senator Waterstone is not on the show is not restricted. I'm so disappointed in that the people tonight. Someone telling you a panelist on the show telling you that there will be no question. I will take a point. He asking the lady to make a point. You know that is not restricted.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. We take this person. Second to the last caller. Hello, you live.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Valentine, and I do join you from Baptist neighborhood.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so first of all, I'd like to speak to the issue of the rally. With all the situations going around that rally, on the eve of that rally, we got the shocking news about that rally. And with the number of persons that turned up to that rally, I was very much impressed, I must admit. And that rally was a success because people thought that rally was going to be chaotic. They thought we were going to cause, trouble. But by the grace of God, we assembled peacefully and we made our plan known to the government. So the rally was successful. And I tell you, if CDC organized a rally and they now force DEOs, ministers, directors to abandon the Liberian people work to go to that rally and wear berets by force, that rally will be fully attended because people are tired. Thank you.
Okay, that's the last, right? That's okay. Musa, can you do your closing, please?
Can I ask my question and then Musa can do it?
No question. You do your closing. No question. Can you do your closing, Musa?
Musa, my question to you is.
Musa, can you do your closing?
Yeah.
Musa.
Why are you muting me, man? Yesterday, when the president came home, he mentioned that he wasn't going to engage in a debate.
Can you
So I'll do my closing by answering that Francine question. And then of course, the president said that he was not going to engage anybody, but that's his engagement to insult us. But another issue, and listening to the callers and those who want to talk about our rally, those who want to talk about everything that happened, all I have to say to all of us is that at this point in time, the real leader is beginning to show face. The leader who is talking for Liberian people, the leader who is ready to risk everything, as compared to those who are sitting down, both from the government and some opposition, who have developed a sense of entitlement. You know, the CDC and the United Party have that in common. They have a sense of entitlement. They actually feel that they are entitled to a certain percentage of vote in this country and that nobody can take it from them. But we are coming. We are coming for them. We are working hard. And I promise every one of you that we will not lose this election. In 10 months, the story that you'll be hearing will be different. Alexander Cummings will be in transition and will be preparing to re-elevate our country and deliver our people. Thank you.
Jim, can you come on? Okay, Musa, thank you for the show. And the show. On Saturday, the VP is going to be coming on. Will be our guest on Saturday. Thank you, Musa, for coming on. Tomlin. Oh, you guys can hear?
You hear me now?
Okay, Tomlin. Thank you very much, guys. Nelson, good day. Thank you very much. Let's end the show for now. Saturday the VP will be our guest. So thank you, guys.
Yes, sir. A special one from the CEO, stand with the spoon.
Okay, folks, I tell you with that, we'd like to draw down the curtains on this edition of the program Spoon Talk. Thanks a lot to all of you out there for being a part of the program. Thanks to those of you who called in. Thanks to you out there making your contributions in the comment section, for watching and for listening. Another edition of the program Spoon Talk returns tomorrow. The team will be here. Until that time, I'm Nelson Collet. I've been here. James Goodey Fluma has been in the back end as well. Have for yourselves a good night. Bye-bye.